Off-ball movement is often thought of as a lost art in the NBA, but it's actually the main weapon of choice for the league's latest #1 pick, and it might just make him the Rookie of the Year. It's all about filling open spaces as they appear. Trey drives this ball and drags two defenders closer to the baseline and creates a massive gap in the middle of the floor where Lopez would usually be defending. You see Kuzma's head is also turned, and by the time he turns back around, Risacher's already in that space and going up at 6'10", very athletic, through the contact that a lot of other guys wouldn't finish through. A bit of an awkward start to the play here as Man drives this gap, and you see the spacing is a little bit crowded for just a split second, but that means that there's open space somewhere else. Zach knows that, relocates to it. His defender was watching the ball. Now he gets to attack a closeout and show off that finishing once again. His movement doesn't just pop in the half court though. He's become one of the more dangerous off-ball transition players in the league. Sprinting in transition here, and you see he's open for a second, but Trey actually misses him and gets mad at himself. Damn, why didn't I get it to you? But Zach says, no worries, I'm not going to stop moving, relocates to the corner. Trey drives it, and Zach, now that he's knocking down these threes, it looks a lot prettier. Right here, he's wide open running the floor, but Krejci can't handle the pass and can't get it to him. As he corrals it, gives it to Terrence Mann, who then bobbles this pass. Mind you, Zach is still wide open, standing in the corner, still can't get it to him, and then he sees Derrick Jones Jr. sprinting at him. Zach just cuts right behind it, gets himself an easy layup. This is instant decision making and feel without the basketball that is so rare with young players. This time he contests a shot and ends up near the baseline on the miss, but then watch him turn on the Jets and just burn Dillon Brooks like a track star, getting himself another easy one. So this off-ball movement, both in the half court and in transition, is his superpower, no doubt, but he's also an incredibly talented and crafty finisher. The off-ball movement and athletic finishing ability combine to create a highlight right here as he punches this right on Şengün. Beyond the finishing, at 6'10" with a smooth jumper, he has shot-making upside that reminds me a little bit of MPJ, and there's just not a lot of guys that have the ability to consistently shoot over good contests, and Zach has it. The big questions with Zach coming out were surrounding his handle and creation ability, and he's shown flashes in that area as well. This time the ball finds him at the end of a shot clock, and watch him take James Harden. Gets cut off on the first drive, but keeps the dribble alive and splits two defenders, gets to the rim. This doesn't look like a guy who's afraid to put it on the floor when he needs to. So do I think he'll ever be a superstar running an offense? Probably not, but I do think he's a lot more talented than he got credit for, and other players could actually learn a lot by watching how active he is without the ball. If I had a vote, he'd be my pick for Rookie of the Year, and there's a lot of people out there, possibly myself included, that owe he and the Hawks an apology for the reaction on draft night.